Hey guys, so we're finally back for the Grammys. It happened on Sunday. I won't be too long because there's a lot for us to move on to, especially the first episode of Bleach. But we will be talking about the first thing about the Grammys for this year. Now, the Grammys this year was hosted by Trevor Noah, which I think he's always pretty funny. I think he did a very good job conveying the energy in the room, but there were some things I find a little bit annoying, but so far he did okay. Now, moving on to before we get into like the big winners of the night, there's a lot of things that I wanted to address about the Grammys. Um, Normally, I'm not that big on how they categorize people based on their Grammy wins or nominees, but I feel as if people that should be getting the correct amount of respect for the Grammys, no matter how much Grammys that they have gained over the years, that's still a way to show respect, that to respect the art of the artist. And the Grammys should be more focused on about not snubbing people, but at the same time finding ways that to make things fair across the board. So we're gonna be looking at the nominees and winners of the categories. So I wanted to go here first. I wanted to look at each of these categories. We're gonna scroll to them, but this is what happened from the winners and the categories. So I remember now my prediction of my um, review that I did. I remember I mentioned a couple of things that I wanted to see, but let's look at the basic things that went on. So for best comedy album, we have Closer by Dave Chappelle. We had Comedy Monster by Jim Griffin. A Little Brains and A Little Talent, Randy Rainbow, and Sorry by Lucas Casey. We All Scream by Patton Walton. And the winner for the best comedy was Dave Chappelle, so that's congratulations to Dave Chappelle for winning that category. For best audiobook narrative, we had the storytelling recording. We had Viola Davis winning, and she also became a EGOT winner, which means that you won a Tony, Grammy, an Oscar, and a nomination on each of those big award categories. Um, I think all of these, each of these were very important, and I'm so happy of Viola Davis becoming, I think, the third artist or the fourth person to win an EGOT, which means you basically quadruple threat at least. So I was so happy about that. Moving forward, for best box or special limited edition package, we have Inside Out of the Garden, Madison Square Garden by, and then you had the winners. And for best classical comp- compunction, Abandoned Story. Songwriter of the Year for Non-Classical by Tobias Joseph Jr., which was the winner. Then we go for the best writing songs of visual media. So we had a lot of people that won, I think, in certain categories that I didn't think. And then for best global music album, so this is where it started getting very interesting. So for best global album music, Shakira won. For Masa Sokim. And then for best Americana album, we have In the Silent Days by Brendan Carlone. Then for best American Root Song, Just Like That by Brendan Riddick, songwriter and winner. For best Latin or alternative album, we have Monto Miami Rosella, which was the winner. For best urban, so to me, I remember I was looking at Bad Bunny and all these previous thing, and they should have given him a higher award. We had for best musica urban album. We have Eunice Unvertocenti, which by Bad Bunny, and then we have Trap Cake by Jules Alejandro, and then we have Legend Daddy by Daddy Yankee. So Love and Sex and Tape was by Mulata, and Lada won 7 of Puerto Franco. So you had Bad Bunny winning that part. So congratulations to him. For Best Jazz Musical Album, we have New Standard Volume by Nicholas Payton and Matthew Stevens, which Matthew Stevens and Payton Nicholas Payton is Terry and Carrie Davis and Linda May Hing won. For Best Jazz Vocal, we had Silvera Joy by Linger a While. For Best Country, we have Willie Nelson, A Beautiful Time. For Best Country Song, we had Till You Can't by Matthew Rogers and Ben Senton. And songwriter Cody Johnson. Okay. So our Best Country Solo Performance, we have Live Forever by Wilson Nelson. Then we have Best Rap Album. We had that one, to me, was well deserved. Like I say, I cannot spread this enough. I love the Kendrick album. One of my favorite tracks is called, I think it's called Never Die. Like it goes like, it never not too late. I promise make you stay. And you hear the background, giving like the sound. I think that was probably for best rap. I totally agree. For the best rap album, he truly did his thing on this album. Yeah, it's called Die Hard. It's basically explaining like, if I do all my bull crap, would you still stay when I'm trying to get better out of this process of healing? So kudos to Kendrick Lamar. Now, for Best Rap Song, we saw The Heart Part 5 by Kendrick Lamar, also won that as well. So for Best Rap Song and Best Album Rap, he got both of those. For Best Rap Performance, we also had Kendrick Lamar. So he won 3 out of the major rap categories, I think. For Best R&B, I really appreciate that they gave it to Beyonce for Cuff It, because that song was literally everywhere. So congratulations to Beyonce of winning the Best R&B thing. But there were some like heavy hitters on that. We had Good Morning Gorgeous by Mary J. Blige. We had Hours by Moon Lee. And then we had Hurts Me So Good by Jasmine Sullivan and PJ Morton. So you had some heavy hitters. So Beyonce won that as well. Then we have for Best R&B, we had Hours by Lou Amin, which was the winner, which beat out Virgo's Groove. Here With Me by Mary J. Blige, and Over Lucky and Hurt Me So Good by Jasmine Sullivan. And then for Best Alternative Album, we have Wet Leg, which is still funny to me, but went for Best Alternative Music Album. We had Best Rock Album by Patient Number 9 by Uzi Vert. For Best Rock Album Song, for Best Song Rock, Broken Horse won by Brenton Carley. For Best Electric Recording, we had Break My Soul, which is very deserving. So it's already 2 awards that Beyonce won. Like I said, we're going to go through everything quickly. So Beyonce won for Best Dance Electric Recording, beating out Red Rose, Forget My Love, I'm Good, Her. It was a lot, but she won. And then for Best Dance Electric Music Album, Renaissance won, which is 3. Like, it was such an amazing thing to see that. But I'm gonna get closer and closer. So for Best Pop, solo. Ease on Me by Adele won, which is very deserving for Adele, but I wish they could have gave Adele more. For the best pop duo, we have Unholy by Sam Smith by Kim Petras, winner for that. For the best duo, I wish they could have gave it to BTS and Coldplay because their song was so much better. Or even Doja Cat with Post Malone. Other than that, I'm not seeing everybody else winning that part. Um, for pop vocal album, we had Henry's House by Henry Style beating Voyage, Adele's 30, Music of the Spears by Coldplay, and Special by Lizzo. So the fact that Henry Style won, which is still shocking to me still right now. Then we're looking at the best new artist. I love Sharia Joe. I even thought it was gonna be Anita winning, but after listening to Sharia Joy, her voice reminded me of Billie Holiday. She's very vocal about how she present herself, and I find that pretty cool. So kudos to that. Now, this is the best, biggest one. For Song of the Year, who won that? We had Break My Soul. We had Kendrick Lamar, The Heart Part 5. God Did, Ease on Me. Bad Habit by Stephen Lacey. Taylor Swift. And Lizzo. And Bonnet, Songwriter, won. Just like that. Now, for Album of the Year, that part was the most controversial thing for me. Like, and that's no hating on Henry Style. I think he is talented, but not in a point where it's talented for me. You had some of the heavy hitters on there. We had Adele, we had Bad Bunny, we had Beyonce, of course, we had legendary Mary J. Blige, as well as Kendrick Lamar. We had Lizzo. Like, if Mary J. Blige would have won, I would have been and that's weird because I was watching the Grammys. I thought it said Mary J. Blige won album. I'm like, I was fine with that. And then when I heard they presenting the album of the year after Beyonce finished winning like 3 or 4, and they didn't give Beyonce the thing, or even Adele, or even Bad Bunny, because he did the whole opening for the show. So I was pretty pissed off in a weird way because when he started saying on his speech, like, people like me doesn't get this often, I'm like, no offense to anybody of color or anybody that's Caucasian, but the Grammys is created by Caucasian people. And the job of the award academy is to award artists based on not only their work ethic but the body of work that they put out. But the fact that they continue to downplay color artists to make seems like the counterpart gets more shine than their other counterpart is still wrong to me. It's still wrong to me because the Ease on Me or the Adele 30 or the Renaissance itself pay homage to so many black queer people, and that's what I heard. And it's a voice for a lot of marginalized communities. So I think that each time artists such as the Mary J. Blige, the Kendricks, the Beyoncés and the Michaels and the Whitneys and all these great legends release something, it's not just for show, it's something that they feel that the moment or the time needs to talk about. So the fact that you give it to somebody what is the message of your album was conveying, it's like I can't relate. If I can't relate to something, I'm not gonna advertise it, you know? So for Record of the Year, which is shocking to me since 1994, since I Will Always Love You that Whitney Houston won, she got that album. And the fact that Lizzo got it now, it's like there haven't been that many artists winning record or even album of the year. So the fact that the Grammys did a bunch of problems about that is so wrong. Um, like I said, hopefully next year, if they try to get it right, and I believe that artists such as Beyonce or big heavy hitters like herself should not attend to the Grammys if they're gonna be snubbing her right in her face. Especially it's Black History Month, so it's not even an excuse. It's just that the album, from what I heard, was so good that like even TikTok started creating and all these other things. So there's no excuse of what happened. Okay, so let us continue. This was my review. Like I said, they could have done much better, but I feel as if because of publicity or because of popularity of people that you would expect to win did not win, especially if they're color artists, they will always snub people that are like in a different color lighting than you. So let me know what you guys think. As always, guys, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. I can never do this without you guys. And as always, leave a comment on the video. How did the Grammys made you feel? Um, I feel as if we're at a place now where we should not be ignoring colored artists. We should embrace our differences and still give people, and let me just put something out there before I close out. Some of my best moments of the show, I think, was Smokey Robinson, Stevie Wonder performing. This was pretty amazing to see those heavy hitter legends, and as well as I forgot the 50th anniversary of hip hop. They also gave Dr. Dre, I think the Dr. Dre Award, which now he's like the recipient, but now his name is also on it as well. So that was pretty cool, and to see Missy Elliott and it was a generational performance theme, and I really liked it. We had from the old era to the new era, and they sounded good. Like when I saw Busta Rhymes and Missy Elliott and all these great legends performing, it goes to show that music is a universal language that we all speaks and we all love. But at the same time, we should credit people that has put in time and energy into the music industry, because we need artists that are timeless to show the path for this new generation. Like the word legend now, people use it so vaguely, but it's better to conceive those energies as something of a body of work. But let me know what you guys think. We will be talking about Bleach in the next upcoming videos, and then we will start jumping into the Beyonce unboxing, and we will also listen to the album as well. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe as always. And I am your host, Sleepy Celestial, and I am signing out. Bye bye, guys.